Hello and welcome everyone to part 26 of the Rome Let's Play for Total War Rome 2. We have a 1 hour special today. Huzzah! As promised, there will also be a 1 hour special of the IC Let's Play, which will probably be up a lot later tonight by the time that gets recorded, rendered and uploaded and what have you. But yes, it's Rome time, and of course we have the Senate Loyalists pushing out towards us. We've taken Valfari, and they are actually attacking me. Whoa, uh-oh, my troops are rather weakened, I forgot about that. And they're attacking me with the full might of their forces. This is not good. They're going straight for me, so I get to defend, but this doesn't have any walls. This could go all sorts of wrong. My cavalry is essentially just, well, decimated. They've lost a lot of men. The Valites are alright, the Legionaries, most of them are okay. War Dogs, pretty much non-existent. The first time I'm going to be up against not too many men. Reinforcing has a lot of troops, though, apart from these guys. So it's the first two I need to worry about. I'm probably going to lose this. I will fight, though, and nonetheless we'll try and defeat as many of them as possible. Because I don't have a chance to recover from these attacks. I will have to rebuild this legion, most likely. I should also say I'm trying out a couple of mods. Now, I know I was kind of doing a U-turn from what I said previously, where I didn't want to try any mods out until I kind of start a new Let's Plays. But by that, to be honest, I kind of forgot that there aren't really any big overhaul mods for Rome 2 yet. There's obviously Radius has his mods, which are probably the biggest compilations right now, and there are a lot of mods up and coming. But to be honest, a lot of these mods just make kind of changes within your game. You're not required to actually start a new game to use any of these mods. So, to be honest, I am kind of looking now to find some mods which I can fit in with my existing Let's Plays, my existing campaigns, that will work without having to start again, and just just seeing how they work and if they're any good and stuff. So at the moment I'm trying out a couple of mods, and I should probably thank Surreal Beliefs for posting up his list of mods that he's using, because they've influenced definitely what I want to do. I want to try out the gem mod for quite some time, which is apparently a graphics overhaul mod, which I think I've got enabled now. I'm not 100% sure if it's actually worked properly. I've also got the slightly more, apparently more realistic colours for all my units, but again, I don't know how I can check if that's actually the case. I don't know if gem's on or not. I hope it is, but I can't check. I literally just followed the gem settings, downloaded the installer off Total War Center, and then subscribed to it off Steam. Also, I'm using the CloseCombat mod, which apparently makes battles perhaps a little bit more unrealistic, but it doesn't make units bunch up as badly. So that should hopefully be a good thing. This is a nice map. I've not fought on this before. This is different than before. Okay, so we've got the enemy over here first of all. So I probably should deploy over this side and face them with my skirmishers. So it's going to be interesting to see how the infantry react to this. I'm going to have my best units that I can possibly muster in one group, and then kind of what's left of my other forces in the other, which is quite a ragtag band of sort of 60-odd troops or so. There'll be group 3, and they're going to hold up on this side here. As long as I keep them sort of together, they should be alright. Cavalry is pretty much non-existent. I'm going to just group them all in one big mess, and then use them as best as I can. We're going to have cavalry. I'm going to have them out here, so we can try and flank the enemy to start with. My general, I'll have him in this little plaza bit here, along with 8 lovely war dogs. So let's start the battle. The enemy's obviously going to come from different directions too, so that could be interesting. And of course they are all from all angles, so I'm trying to deal with this army first, bring my cavalry round. I'm just trying to have a look at them, see what graphical improvements I can see. I think the armor, I think the more realistic colours are on the on the cavalry at least. And on the units, they seem to look like they do in the screenshots. I can't tell if gem's working or not. If there is a way to tell once it's in-game, then do let me know. Or if you guys can see that that's on, then go for it. I'll check that it's subscribed properly, but it all did seem to be on. We've got a lot of Equites coming over here, so I'm gonna hit them with my guys.
We are losing ground.
We can trample these guys. Probably going to lose all my cav here, but if anything, it will help hold the enemy off for a bit. That's all I can hope anyway. So what have they got up here? They've pushed forward with their first cohort, and they're pushing up. So they're going to be... Oh, they're forming Testudo as well. That's reasonably smart. I don't know if any of these mods made the AI slightly better, but forming Testudo already seems a lot smarter to me. I'm going to push forward with my legionaries here then to try and defend. Although actually it would be an idea to hold one unit back just to try and make a valiant defense over here. Deselect those velites, we don't want to mess with them. And we've got the enemy incoming from over here. I'm just going to try and ignore them for now, because I need to kind of focus on the rest of them. And with these guys, I'm going to try and flank round. How are we actually doing against the cavalry? We are starting to lose some cav, but we've done a reasonable amount of damage to them so far. Come on, keep hitting the cavalry. Now what's going on here? These guys are holding, and as the enemy comes towards us here, they are plastering us with bombardment, so let's try and hit them. Let's try and hit them as best we can. Let's see if this close combat mod works as it says it will. That would be my cavalry. I'm trying to look for subtle changes in the close combat mod. Apparently it means that, you know, units don't bunch up as much and get so in there. It's kind of happening here, but they have just pushed a lot of troops in. So I don't know 100% if that's working or not, but let's just throw the war dogs in there. Let's see if they're doing some damage. I can charge my general in as well to try and do some damage, inspire him. I'm just trying to hold off the enemy for now. Need to pull these guys around the back though to try and kill a few of the guys at the rear.
Our general is under attack.
Going to pull these guys, the velites, around like so. My general's charged on in. Pull back with him now. And let's have a look in at what's going on. It's a raining map. It's all going crap crazy. But yeah, I'll try this close combat mod because it supposedly has some nice changes. We are routing a few of these legionaries though, which is good. So if we can punch on that and make them break and run, that should be good. Legionaries just charge the velites straight off. We're not going to mess around. I am just going to go for them. My cavalry has actually managed to fend off the cavalry over here. We're ignoring, obviously, everything that's happening over on the left here, just hoping that they'll take a slow advance, their reinforcements, so that I can deal with these guys first. If anything, I'm going to make sure I kill as many of the enemy as possible, so that we take with them as many as possible. Oh, guys getting thrown around there. Flashing lightning. Oh, blood. Oh, his head's gone. That was nice. Oh, that dude's garroted. I think we've gained a little bit of a victory over here, which is obviously good. My legionaries throwing. Oh, the velites definitely have the different uniform mod on that I've got. I'll have a link to the mods that I'm using in the description. And if there's any kind of subtle mods you think I should have a look at, then by all means, you know, tell me to check them out, because I'm very much interested in trying out kind of some subtle mods that don't change too much, but you know, maybe make it more enjoyable, more playable. I'm up for that. Let's get these legionaries back over here though, mainly actually towards the centre square where I think the enemy is heading, because they have pushed up quite considerably. And let's get those velites out of harm's way a little bit too. Let's get them up to the central square. Enemy general's dead. That's going to help a lot. No, it's not attack the auxiliary infantry actually. And let's pull back with my infantry over here. We've managed to rout the velites bar 1. It's just wavering. 4, what's left of you? 5 cavalry. You can go after the velites if you live. Good for you. My men reforming rapidly now. What have we got coming up here? What? No! When did that happen? Why did that happen? Why did you go this way, General? Say what? Did I kill you? I probably killed you, didn't I? I think my velites killed my General. No! That's not good. Okay, that's a General down. Can't even remember who this was, which is not good. And I assume I probably can't raise... I can probably... Actually, I can raise new Generals. But probably not absolutely as easily as before. We've crushed the auxiliary infantry here. Damn it, velites friendly fire would be the death of me. And my General. Started off well. So let's form up with the velites up here. And let's just try and get what's left of my ragtag band of legionaries up there too. What's left of my general's bodyguard is just going to fight out, try and fend off the Praetorians. Fight! Fight for your lives, cavalry! Oh! Smashed off his horse with the shield.
An entire unit has perished.
That would be my cav. And they're throwing javelins now. Oh, and my legionaries have kind of come the wrong way, but you know what? They're just going to have to deal with it. Valites, you're going to have to form back up here quickly.
The men are wavering.
You're going to have to form up there. We're breaking units here, so I'm going to have to come around here. They've brought up the rest of their reinforcements now. There is no way I can hold against these guys. They're just the full legions here are going to break apart my guys, which is not good.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Unfortunately,
Shameful display.
there's not much I can do, laddie. Can try and pin them, which is what I was hoping to do, but the street's not the most ideal for flanking with.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Thank you, Silanus. This is a shameful display indeed. Going in there against the cavalry, trying to bring down more of the enemy general's bodyguard. But they've got these Praetorians in here, and they're just going to do a crap ton of damage, which I'm not going to be able to push back. I'm just hoping I can take as many of the enemy with me as possible at this point. And we're pushing down here with my two other legions that are reasonable sized. This is my biggest legion right now, and we're going to push. Valites, you know what, let's take you off that mode. Let's enable your quick fire, and let's get you firing on these guys. And the legionaries here. Oh no, actually, let's get you firing on the guys coming down here. Can't use flaming arrow because it's raining. But that'll do. War dogs, you're going to break in a minute. Let's just charge your dudes in anyway. Oh, the dogs come flying back. That's a super fast dog. They are crazy fast. That's a crazy amount of fast. Hit the Valites here. These guys are going to hit them from the rear. Attack these guys, come on. Engage my legionaries. Hold them up. Fight for Rome. Fight for glory. Oh, right in the gut, he did. The lightning is kind of quite dramatic. But these guys, they're not having it. The Praetorians are just marching through my men and are slaughtering them. Valites do not stand a chance. Let's try and hit these Praetorians quickly with a volley. Come on, one volley, we can get one off. They form Testudo again. They like forming Testudo. And these guys, they're just not bothered actually with my troops, they're just running through them. So let's get my Valites just to hit this Testudo formation here. At least it should be exposed from the flanks, you'd have thought.
The men are wavering.
Let's hit them in the flanks here with my legionaries reforming, trying to just push and do damage on the side here, which they kind of are. It's kind of working. They're holding them off. It's the Societe Extraordinari in there. You can see them with their circular shields. They've got some mercenaries in there, some Gaelic mercenaries, just because there's a Gaul dude in there. Oh, jumping up. He's really going for it. Whereas my other legionaries come into the bottom here, we're just going to try and take out as many of the enemy as possible. My Valites here now actually getting chewed up by the... no, the Praetorians still aren't interested in them, particularly. There are a few of them fighting as they run through. They're not really interested in them, I don't know why. Oh, over the shield, and that's down. Oh, right in the gut, he did. A lot of them being thrown over shields. Valites firing off a volley there, which I don't know if it's doing much damage to them, but these are Praetorians at the end of the day. We're not going to be able to beat them with Valites, I wouldn't have thought. And they've broken now. But my legions are holding here. My legionaries are holding. Somehow this unit's managed to get around the top of the enemy. Can hit the auxiliary units at least. That might do alright. We've got legionaries pushing us around here. Oh, they've got auxiliary Gaelic warriors, that's why. I saw a Gaelic warrior earlier. Chaos through the middle here. They're pulling some units out, I assume, to perhaps try and flank me. Yeah, they're charging back in now. We are managing to waver a unit in the middle, though. My men are trying desperately to hold. But they are now capturing the centre point, and I can't get out there to help out. My legionaries desperately just trying to hold here, but one's starting to waver. Could be the end. Could be a mass rout in the end. Legionaries thoroughly mixed in. There's just blood everywhere. Oh, nice one, right in the chest. Come on, dude, you can do it. Nice, under the arm. We have lost the victory point, but we are somehow managing to... We've pushed through the centre of the enemy here. And we're starting to break a few troops here. Now at least... Oh, wow, we've got kind of a mass rout going on. Somehow, I must assume it's my veterancy, because they are veteran units. Pushing this, the first cohort is breaking over here. Veteran legionaries going here. We've sent quite a few of them packing. Now, I don't hold any pretense that I can necessarily win this battle, but this gives me a good chance to kill as many of the enemies as possible. So let's go after these Gaelic warriors here. Just push, men, push. Just go for it. Slaughter them all, men. Push, push, push. They've shown their worth today, the veterans. This army definitely will be reborn in full merit and colour. They'll be remembered for this. Oh, I think I just saw someone's guy like torso fly off. Come on, push, men. Just keep pushing. I know we can't make a break for the square. There's no way we can do it. The enemy has captured that quite well. I don't know about you guys. Did the AI's approach this seem relatively smart? It seemed better. Target one unit to come out this side and hit the enemy. Pushing their shields back out. Managed to break yet another unit, the auxiliary troops. We're going for these legionaries now. But they are sending in now Praetorians, which could well be a big issue. Anyone seen the standard? No. And now we're getting our wavering, and we've just looked at the unit numbers, and they are losing a lot. Now, someone's bound to ask me this every episode, so I'm going to keep on showing it for every few episodes right now. If you want to get the numbers showing up on your unit cards down there, just press escape while you're in battle, or from the main menu before you start a game, and just go to battle interface, and then it's the bottom option down here, unit card man count. Just tick that, and they will instantly show up. That's all you need to do. Also, people have been asking me why I only have kind of one bar along here, whereas theirs seems to take up half the screen, which a lot of people have been complaining about. Now, I haven't obviously complained about this because I'm not experiencing this issue. Now, it's nothing to do with my battle interface. I believe, as far as all I can tell, is that it's because I've got my resolution set at 1920 by 1080. So that is a kind of a full HD widescreen option. So it means that the UI is more minimal because there's more screen real estate space for it to spread out on. And my men are just starting to break as those Praetorians come in. We'll try and kill a few of them. Also, feel free to let me know in the comments like what mods you guys are using. Not just mod recommendations, but ones that you're using for Rome 2. And yeah, I may well give I'm trying out this close combat mod for this episode. If you guys like it and want me to keep it, let me know. If not, I might try the radius battle mod again. But there we go. All my units have been killed, but that took quite some doing. And already that battle went on for quite a reasonable amount of time, which apparently the close combat mod, I think it does extend battle times a bit as well. So here we go. Battle duration 14 minutes 53, a pretty reasonable time for a battle. I lost 1,000 men and I managed to kill 2,594, which is pretty darn good. That's well over half the enemy there. I'm happy with that. Yes, we did get quite a few friendly fire kills. I can see my velites, and they probably were the reason why my general died. But he would have died anyway. So I'm going to give that. Legionaries there, 602 kills. Christ. And the enemy there not getting a huge amount of kills on this army, the first army. So it was obviously their reinforcements to the damage, because these guys were the ones I cleaned up in the first instance, in the first scrape. So we have lost the battle. They will have captured Valfari, I believe. But we can push back, and we've done a nice big chunk of damage to them. And there's the kill. But we damaged these guys here. A noble death. So he would have died anyway, so can't be too upset about my general. All my guys were killed or captured. Yeah. Didn't manage to kill many of the other units, but we have weakened them down quite considerably. They obviously will start replenishing, but we can hope. And they're sending troops south now. I need that army at Brundisium to build up quickly. If I can push in and take Rome now, that'd be good, because they're sending a lot of their forces south, and Rome is undefended. Obviously, it will spawn a rather sizable garrison, but if we can push and take it now, that would be awesome. Also, I had a few people, one or two comments across all my Let's Plays recently saying, why am I doing this? Why am I creating civil war? As far as I understand, the mechanic will happen either way. The way it's based is that if you get too strong, you'll get civil war. If you're too weak, you'll get civil war. If you're just about right, you should start planning for civil war. You know, because it rewards you so that if your faction is very powerful, that's going to make other factions, you know, want to topple you. So civil war. If you're too weak, the other factions want to get rid of you. So civil war. So I don't think you can really get away or around that. The Aquilonis Legion was killed. Also, one or two did say, you know, why bother leaving this legion up here? Surely it would be best to bring it back. You're going to need all the forces you can get, rather than start losing, you know, the northern territories. I kind of agree with that, but the last thing I want is if, you know, this civil war is going to go on for a little bit, and I'm going to face issues with, you know, it's going to be an extended kind of campaign. It's going to be quite a few turns before I can actually beat all these guys back, sort of thing, and crush the rebellion. Then I don't want to start losing my northern territories and having that cascading down, me losing my foothold elsewhere, and it just not stopping, basically. So that's my reasoning behind that there. I'm bringing up this other army here. Now, I am going to leave them in force march mode. If the enemy wants to try and ambush me, they can. They have attacked Arminium here, which will get 10 units to defend it. Not going to be able to cope up with this army, but we can hopefully do as much damage as possible. This army here does need to be brought down as soon as possible. Now, this army probably could do it, but I'm also quite tempted to just move in and take Rome, but I don't think I can land on Rome. I can't, because Rome's going to defend against it, and Rome will spawn 10 units. Veteran legionaries, 2 legionaries. The rest of the units, though, they don't have many. I could swoop in for perhaps Neapolis and take that, but then I'm going to draw all these armies back. This army here that is mustering, they're outside Brundisium, so I'm actually going to cancel everything that they are building for the simple point of moving this army inside Brundisium and then continuing the recruitment. And why was I going for these guys again? Was it the extra charge bonus and armor? Yes, it was. So we're going to go for another unit of those, then we're going for legionaries. Like a crap ton of legionaries. We'll get 6 of them. We should probably get some Equites Extraordinari. Auxiliary Cav, how are they? Again, it's about the extra armor these guys have. Melee defense is pretty darn good. Not slightly better charge bonus and weapon damage, so let's chuck a few of them in. There's 2 of them, and then I was going to go for... I don't have any... Oh no, I've already got cavalry. Fail. I don't need the Socia Equites Extraordinari. Just need the Auxiliary Cav, which is good. Okay, so we can go for... Well, we need Velites is what I need. I need skirmishers. 4, so scrap getting a ballista there, we'll just build all that. But now at least we're defending. Brundisium will spawn 11 units plus the army that I already have here, so that's a good thing. I can't... If I could upgrade the Gladiator School I would do, but it's not going to be in time to recruit gladiators, unfortunately, as much as I want them. That's going to be taken over pretty easily, and then they're going to push over to here. If I can, you know, push them south, then that kind of does trap them a little bit. So this army is going to have to land here. It's the only place I can land. Oh no, it's got to land up there, okay. But at least we're bringing 2 armies to the front now. I can't change them out of force march either, and we can't attack. So we're going to leave these 2 armies here. Possibly quite risky, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens with the end turn there. So I need to build up another army, and that is Carthage the place to do it. I can get a gladiator spearman here. If I raise forces... The thing is, I don't actually have a military base here at all, so I'm not going to be able to recruit that many decent troops. Corrales, equally not the same. What about... Massalaya might be able to, yes, because we have both the Gladiator Spearmen and the Cohort Barracks. So let's build the new army here. So we're going to raise the forces. Now, where are you from? Other houses, Cornelia and Junior. Believe, what am I? I'm the Julia, not the Junior, but we have got some friends here. That are still alive and with us, but obviously none of this really matters now, because we just need to bring them in against the... Well, I can't choose anyone off the House Cornelia because they're dead, but it wasn't because they rebelled. It's just the Senate's risen up, because I can choose guys from here. So who's the best? Let's have a look at who's the best. Morale and zeal, religious building, public order from characters. You know what? Let's go for you. Although, hang on, you have slightly more authority. Enables war cry. Weapon damage inflicted by commander's unit. Okay, actually, let's go for this dude from other houses. So reinstate a legacy of the Aquilonis region. Unit, and we're going to go for veteran legionaries as the general's bodyguard. We're going to bring him into Massalia, and then we're going to start recruiting. And we're going to get some of these gladiators because they just look so cool. I know they don't have great armor, you know, but the weapon damage itself is pretty darn good. So I'm going to get I'll get 2 of them. Spearmen, you know, let's try some of the gladiators. We'll try 2 of them as well. And then we can even get first cohort and Praetorians here. So I'm going to build some Praetorians, because that's what the enemy's throwing at me. I'm going to get 4 Praetorians here. We'll get a first cohort in there, and then we'll fill out the rest with veteran legionaries. Velites, let's get 4 of them at least. We're going to need some cavalry, and I can only get the Equites here, but that will have to do. And we'll go for 4 of them. But that's going to take 6 turns before we can raise up that full force. So we're going to have to try and hold the enemy off for 6 more turns, and see what happens. I'm hoping we can hold them at Brundisium. Brought that other army. We've got 2 armies in the north, which I'm hoping we can just swoop down. My aim is to take and hold Rome. If I can take and hold Rome, I reckon we've got a chance. I don't actually know what I have to do for the Civil War to end. I assume it's have to wipe out all their units as well, but I'm, you know, kind of a little bit, part of me is hoping that if I just take Rome back, that quashes the rebellion, but I have a feeling no. I have to kill all their units too, which is fair enough. So I will at least aim to retake Rome. That's a major city. If I can take that, then you know, it should hopefully do wonders. We've got a Senate loyalist trying to stop one of my armies here at least. I think. Even if it does. Oh no, what's going on over here? Okay, they're going to attack my garrison forces. We're going to fight this. We've got about basically the same number of troops, but obviously they are far better, and they do have ballistas too. But we shall see. Now, depending on what time this video actually gets up online, I'm going to be rendering it and trying to upload it as soon as possible. But obviously it is a 1 hour special, so it probably will... The process of rendering it and uploading it and getting it out to process is probably about 4 hours time. So that by the time this video gets uploaded, there may not be too much time. But, as some of you I'm hoping will know, I'm running a giveaway for the Blood and Gore DLC for Rome 2 this whole week. Monday I gave away a copy during my live stream. Yesterday, Tuesday, I gave away a copy... on Twitter, and today I'm giving one away on my Facebook page. Link to my Facebook page is in the description. All you have to do today on my Facebook page is make a comment on the comment or on the post on my Facebook, and telling me what your favourite moment from my Let's Plays on my videos is and why. More information on that on the Facebook page. You'll get a free copy of the Blood and Gore DLC if you're chosen as the winner. There's more obviously across the week if you're not interested or you can't make it today. Tomorrow's will be on my Steam group. And then the final one will be back on Twitter on Friday. And I also have more giveaways planned soon, including a full copy of Rome 2. So I'm not... Alright, I don't know why I'm forming up over at the port, because the enemy's all over here. So let's form up with the levies behind. We're going to... Yeah, we're taking them off skirmish mode, so we're just going to hold them there. And we're just going to form up with these guys. Nice big blocks. The Riorii. They are just kind of spear troops. Basic troop. And I've got my legionaries back here, which we're going to hold in reserve, try and hold. The plebs are not going to do much at all, so I'm actually going to hold them. They can hold here. Now, my ships, what have we got on you? We've got raiding ships. I'm not going to form up in my port. I'm actually going to form up here and try and flank the enemy with them. So we're going to start the battle. And there we go. Land the ships there. Get back to my infantry, and we're formed up here. We're holding here. Their ballistas probably will fire on us and kill us all, but we shall see. Yep, there we go. Flaming shot 2. This is gonna hurt.
Our general is under attack.
I know he's under attack. I could put them in loose formation, but that's really not going to help me later on. and I need to be able to hold. We've got cavalry incoming, ballista firing. I'm hoping that's going to stop once they actually engage me. Thankfully, it's an explosive shot, so it is more kind of splash damage rather than actual direct damage. Got cavalry incoming over here. Now my levy should be able to fire through a few javelins off here. Bring down some of the cavalry perhaps, which they are doing actually. They are doing reasonably. And they're flanking me. Cavalry is flanking. So we're going to charge in with this unit of Riorii, because obviously we need to stop the cavalry. My raiding units over here are going to come up and try and help me out before it's all dead. I'm going to charge in against these guys with another Riorii unit. We're hitting them all here. To get more units. I'm actually going to push. I'm going to push forward with the Riorii units here to try and give them some distance to for my levies to keep firing from. I'm pushing up with my general as well. Could go horribly wrong. I'm going to charge and try and hit these guys here. In they charge. Now you get to see the close combat mod a little bit better. You get a bit of spacing between the units, so you can actually see what's going on a little bit more. It's not as clustered. But the enemy is cutting through me like butter. And I'm about to have to go against Praetorians with my legionaries. That's not a good idea. I just got hit by a ballista bolt and wavering. So obviously this is not going very well at all. My levy's not going to get here in time. Enemy has just stormed through me. You know, they're weak units. They're using elite units. They're using ballistas to whittle me down. It was never going to go very well, was it? My units are fleeing for their lives now. Fleeing from the Senate. My Riorii over here being bombarded by flaming javelins.
An
entire unit has perished. By the looks of it, looks like they've killed off my whole legionary unit. All my general completely has been just smashed into dust. My levy's going to arrive too late to do anything. And even still, it would have been a desperate guess. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and send these guys towards the ballistas to try and bring them down. I'm going to keep one unit of levies here just to engage the velites over here if we can. Just for the lols. I'm going to go up against the ballistas, just try and bring them down, because that will hold off the enemy and do some damage later on. They're all flooding through my city now, heading towards my town square where my plebs are bravely holding the square. And like the good plebs they are, they will rout very, very quickly. So they've got one decent soldier at the front and a standard bearer. That's all they can muster. As my Riorii flood through the city. Attack the Roman ballista at least. Trying to bring down these legionaries, which are actually not reacting. Well, they've gone testudo formation again. Your mother still working cemeteries. Classic. Always got to have that your mother joke. Trying to bring down the ballistas here. Turning one of my levies round to them. I would charge them in, but to be honest, these guys manning the ballistas are probably going to do better than my guys. And they've been broken by just the sight of cavalry. I don't think we managed to do any damage to the ballista crews. A decisive defeat. We managed to kill a grand total of 51. Huzzah. The enemy didn't lose too many there. We lost well over half our men. Some of them routing before they even got into combat. We'll fight on. This was a battle I expected to lose, so that is not a problem. And there we go, decisive defeat. They have slaughtered me and taken yet another settlement, so they're claiming kind of the centre of Rome. But if I can contain them, that would be great. But they're also relies on me not losing more of my legions. And I think they have now spawned another army in Rome itself, or they pull back another army. No, they pull back a force there. They're pulling forces back actually, and they're sailing up north. The AI is suddenly showing kind of remarkable intelligence with this civil war.
The shield wall is always stronger when brothers stand together. That is why I offer a treaty.
Well, that's just lovely. I was actually going to attack you very recently. But in fact, you can pay me. Oh, no, you can't. Can you give me a trade agreement? No, you can't. Okay, fine. We'll take the non-aggression pact. Just get up and back. Sorry for the brief pause there. I was enjoying probably what must be the best treat while commentating, which is known as a yum yum. They are a brilliant bit of pastry. Probably high in sugar and everything else that you shouldn't have, but you know what? If it tastes good, I'm eating it. Those were people will mark back and find that quote to be like, and that is when Lionheart began to get fatter. Garrison army destroyed. Oh, what the hell? This dude increased in rank. He's up in Gaul. Flying over all the places there. Manipulation, cultural conversion. Thank God. I may have to bring this army back. Hoping that I don't have to do that. I could raise another force here and just leave it behind, because the Gaelic Confederacy is not doing anything against me at the moment. In fact, let's just sue for peace and then I'll bring them down. The thing is, they only have one territory, so I'm kind of tempted I could just push out and take them.
Do not attempt to sweeten truth with honey. Speak plainly, and I will deal honestly. Flatter, and you...
They rejected that. Okay. So, from what I can see, they've got two of them here. They have 2 settlements I could push and take. I'm at war with nobody else in this region. I might as well at least be proactive with this army. We're on forced march as well, so let's just screw it. Let's go. Let's try and make some advances up here anyway.
Forgive me, but I cannot. We cannot pass.
Oh, hello. You're going to try and ambush me. I'm going to run this way. I won't take your major city yet. I'm going to go for this little one. And we'll go into normal stance next time. So I'm raising up a new force here, which is smashing. We've got those gladiators finally. Roman, I could do that. No. What can I build here? Expand the city, and what am I going to build, Lionheart? What am I going to build? Might be a good idea to wait until afterwards, see if we need more food or something like that, perhaps. But screw it, let's expand the city. Expand, I say. We don't need any auxiliaries. Training field, no, we could go for the aqueduct, though. That's always good. Public order. Or, in fact, we could go for public forum, and then I could get increased research rates. Yes, let's do that. Because that still has public order increase, just not as much growth. But we won't need growth anymore because we've reached the maximum there. Public forum. They have got this army back in Rome to replenish, and they've sent several troops over this way. They've even brought back their army from here, so I should be able to move straight in and take it. I'm going to go for standard stance though, because I don't want to be ambushed here, which is my stronger force. This is my Praetorian force, so if anything we want to send the Praetorian force to Rome. Oh no, we can't do that without taking out Valfari first, so I'm going to attack with this force. We've got the Gaelic warriors, so we're going to take out Valfari. And I think it's safe to say I can auto-resolve this with a high percentage chance, a 98% chance of, in the leg and in the neck, or shoulder. With a high chance of not losing too many men. 33, I'll live with that. We've taken that back. I will hold here and see what these guys do during the end turn phase, because they may well choose to swing round and attack me again. Dread. Morale for all enemy units. Morale for all units offensive during offensive battles only. Or defense. We want to play offense at the moment, but we're going to probably play defense. So I'm going to go for this defense trait. And now this army can push through towards Rome. Now they could probably bring some of these armies back to attack me. Yes, they do have good troops, but this is probably my best army. This is my first legion, the Corleones. Heart of the Lion. my best troops, the Praetorians here, in great number, with first cohort and veteran legionaries. Who can we upgrade here? We can upgrade the actual legion itself. We can go for, oh no, it's not. It's the, not the legion, it's the hero, veteran in it. So we go for warfare. We can't upgrade the military tribune just yet. We could go for strength. I'm going to go for warfare. That's look good.
At your command.
Can I assault them? Yes, I can. Let's assault this army.
We take this settlement for Rome.
Military subversion. Does anyone know which is the one that stops an army moving? Which agent I need for that? If you could comment that in the comments, that would be amazing, because I still forget which one it is. Show of force. Reduce the morale and charge bonus. Assault patrol. Inflicts considerable damage against a specific unit in an army. We're gonna go for. We're gonna try a show of force. It has failed, unfortunately.
Cuts deeper than swords, Commander.
Does it now? The failure cuts deeper than the sword. Can we recruit any new agents? That would be a good idea. Oh, spies. We're dead out of spies. And veterans as well, in fact. What level is this one? He's only a level 1, so actually I'm not afraid to recruit an agent here. And I'm going to go for this one. And then I'm also going to recruit 2 spies. Or 2 scouts, I should say. My mouse fudged up a little bit there. Assassination, solicit traitor. Who's got the best rounded skills? You're all pretty much the same, but let's have a look here. -3% upkeep. Performing all actions. Cultural influence, where you're getting recruited. And I think the other one I was going to go for... upkeep for all land units. Yeah, let's go for that in the public. Bread and Games public order one as well. So we've got plenty of units now. Hopefully we can cause some havoc if I train them up nicely. I have my Patrician rather, over here, keeping this place at bay. We need to keep these guys off, basically. They're taking some sort of attrition, but not an amazing amount. We can upgrade some of these places. The Grove of Nymphs, we're going to be losing food if I do that, though. So I don't really want to do any of that, because it's going to just lose a lot of food. I can convert that at least, for now. This army, need to move that next turn. Right. They haven't attacked Brundisium. In fact, they're pulling troops away, if anything, in the grand scale of things. So this is just allowing this army to become stronger and stronger. After next turn, it actually will be able to make a strike. These 2 units are weakened. They're bringing them down here. That's fine. Their major forces are now in the northeast. So, and they've got a fleet out here. I was wary of where that's going, but we'll build this army up soon as well. That'd be great. So let's end the turn. I've got 5k still to spend, but don't think I need to just yet. We'll see what happens. Okay. Now I have fight or flight as my options here. Number of enemy Praetorians. I'm actually going to choose flight, hoping that army would come and attack me. Now they know I'm coming for Rome, but they have pulled that other army away. And now they've pulled that one away, which seems silly because now I'm free to attack Rome. That may well still be in their reinforcement region, but I can still go for Rome. So that worked out well, actually. It's worked out very much in my favour. Time for a sip of victory tea. What? This is coffee. No. No, I had tea earlier in the morning. It is now coffee time. Coffee for the 1 hour specials. Although tea is still favourably preferred. Alliance has been forged. That's nice for them. Increase in rank, my Patrician over here, who I was only just looking at last turn. And we can upgrade this, which is growth per turn, blood and games. Oh my god, bread and games edict, and morale for all units in the parent army. That's a very good thing to have. Motivated population, which is good. Up over here. Oh crap, they are losing happiness like a brick. What is this about? I'm assuming Squalor, yes, everybody's favourite friend. We need we need Midhalland to keep growing, and then I can build a yellow-based tech tree building like the Gladiator School, which gives a stupid amount of happiness. Or the Delicatessen. I will one day own the world with my Delicatessens. Which I think, where was I building one of them? Was I building one over here? No. Was I building one in Rome, actually? Was I building a Delicatessen in Rome? I think I was. Can you remember? That needs upgrading. That's increasing research rate, which is awesome. But at the same time, a lot of food is lost. This can be upgraded. We'll lose some food, but research rate, let's increase that, because we're currently going for, ultimately, professional soldiery. But we need remuneration reforms first. So anyway, Rome is left wide open. Let's see if we can get rid of this agent. Assassination. No, actually, let's see if we can weaken the garrison. That would be a better idea. Subversion. Rally the slaves. Reasonable chance of construction being delayed. We don't want to do that. Raiding. Minor damage across settlement reduces the local slave population. Or assault the garrison. Major damage on one unit. So let's do it to the veteran legionaries, if we can. And then this army is free to come in and attack. Oh no, he's been wounded. That's not good. But we're going to attack. We're going to take Rome. Come on. Come on, men. Fight. Fight with me. We've got siege engines ready. Apparently we've got a really good chance of winning, so I'm going to fight this because obviously it's Rome. We're fighting to retake Rome. So we must show this. Thankfully the garrison isn't that big at Rome, so it's awesome. Oh, it's very nice. I assume obviously Rome gets a nice custom settlement map. Or at least one that's more detailed than others, because obviously it is a faction capital. So it should get a bit of attention at least. So it looks pretty darn good. Nice and big. Looks like we've got two kind of causeways we can go, four causeways actually we can go across. Two in the centre and then one in the north, one in the south. Depending on where you deploy, you might be able to attack the walls from there as well. But it does look like the kind of the landing, the beaching area here as such, not the beaching area, but the kind of the bit in front of the walls. Oh, let's wait. Let's get a nice sunny day for this. Retake Rome in the sun. Start the battle there. So let's have a look at the Eternal City. Wow, yes, they do have a rather nice causeway across there. What a lovely causeway. Another one over here. It's quite nicely built. And a third one up there, and obviously the fourth one is down the bottom. Let's have a look at the city of Rome itself, though. Have the games, not the round Colosseum that we all know. But yes, we have a rather big sort of arena. It's nice. Everybody to go for some fun times. We've got to capture that, in fact. Got various temples all over the place. Right at the heart of the city. The various hills of Rome, little mounds. Right, so then we've got this huge place up here on the hill, which is actually outside the walls of Rome. But does that lead into the rest of the city? Ah, if my men could go down these little splits here, then they could, but actually it's been blocked off. So that stops you going through that way, and it stops you, I assume, sneaking through this way. Just having a look around, though. So you can probably take this, you can get into the centre bit, but you can't get from there into the main city of Rome. So this, I assume once I expand this Rome once more, this bit will all be incorporated into it. And those causeway bits essentially will act as outside gates. So I need to decide where I'm attacking from. There's not a huge garrison in here. I need to still decide. And as much as it would be cool to have the legionaries on there, I'm not putting legionaries in. I'm going full on best units. We're sending in the Praetorians. The elite will claim back Rome. We could also burn down the gates too. I'm going to put one set of ladders going towards this part of the wall here. We could go for the main gate, but that would seem a little bit suicidal, I think. I could also try and transverse over here, but seeing as this is where I'm attacking, I kind of have to go for walls up here, where there aren't exactly a huge amount, but we'll go for the one over here as well, near the towers. I assume we'll send two over there. Is there a possibility of having two over here? I'm not really sure. We'll try having another one over here, and just see what happens. So the rest of my men, including this unit of Praetorians, we'll form these guys up, all in one grouping. We'll form them up here, and whoever gets in first basically gets the troops. In fact, actually, no, I've lied. Majority of the force is going to go in through this gate. These are my Praetorians there. Whoops, reading the wrong thing. Yeah, we'll send them in over here. We'll send the Velites in after these guys over on the other side. if they get in there. And Equites can just do whatever the hell you want. Have fun, guys. Where's my general? There he is. Let's begin! I think I can get them on there and them on there. I'm going to have to watch out for the towers is all.
Then we will have done a good day's work. Now, to arms!
Today we retake Rome. And so what have we got up on the walls to contend with? We've got levies to contend with. Hopefully shouldn't be too terrifying. My men seem to be able to move the towers forward, which is fine. Going in okay over here, and they don't seem to have any defence. That's good. We can swoop in from there. The major force, I assume, will be here. Probably had a few over at the main gate. The main gates of Rome. This day we claim it back from the Senate loyalists, the rebels. And a lot of you have been telling me, you know, what should I go for, Empire or Republic? I'm actually going to make it a Roman Empire. Screw the Republic. That's not served me well. We're going for Empire. And, yes, it's Empire time. Jupiter gives us strength. I'm glad it does, Praetorians. I'm glad it does. I'm sure they will be truly fearful when they see you guys, the elite of Rome, flying over the walls. And in we come against the levies. They're getting ready to throw. There they go. Will they fell a Praetorian? Yes, they have. They have felled a Praetorian. God dang it! No. So these guys getting in towards the walls obviously takes a long time. It's going to be this army that gets in first, and that's why I'm sending in my largest number of troops. They have legionaries behind the gates, but thankfully it's not the gates we're going to be coming through. Not with the assault force at least. We've lost a considerable amount of troops here. Well, I lied. 9. Up the walls, up the ladders, men, up the ladders. See them start causing havoc and mayhem when they jump off. Oh, flying jump. They've jumped his standards up there as well. It's being hit from a tower somewhere. Yeah, the flaming tower over there is doing some damage. The Praetorians are now slicing and dicing their way, creating a blood pool across all the men that dare face them. And the same should be happening on this side now. Praetorians jumping off. And we are starting to claim the gatehouse because we have the, well, majority, I think we're, well, the winning force over here. I don't know how it works. Maybe we can at least down the banner, but we can't rise up a new one until we defeat all the troops here. But this is where the majority of the enemy forces are, as we've seen. They're all forming up over here. Seems that nobody cares about this gateway over here, which should be good. So we can get them up on the wall, we can claim the gate, and we can charge on in. And I'm going to bring my cavalry in through that one. So I'm going to get the Equites ready. Ready, the Equites. Velites, you can go in, but I don't think we're actually going to have much need for you this day. My general, I'm going to keep you close to this army here. So we've already captured the wall. We've done well. Few losses, but mainly slaughtering levies. Oh, there goes his head. God, I love it when that animation happens. I wish I could see more limbs fly off, but then limb animations don't happen as much. Come on, Praetorians, push. Push for the glory of Rome. Oh, that's good. He stopped a javelin with his shield and then sliced this guy. Sliced this guy's head off. So go in with the end zoom here and watch some battling begin. That guy's about to fall. Oh, in the gut, the old fake parry. Get him to block high, then go under. Oh! There we go. He's down. And these guys are fleeing. I wish on this situation it would trigger another animation where they do like a Spartan kick and kick them off the wall. That'd be awesome. That dude is definitely not getting up in the morning. Oh. Oh, damn, he did. So we've definitely claimed the wall here. The wall is ours. Looks like we've got legionaries coming up or we'll soon have them coming up. They're forming up around here, and my Praetorians are actually coming down the bottom now. So Praetorians, muster yourselves. We've got to free the gates. So down we go. They're starting to push out here already. Free the gates from the tyranny of those that would be enemies of Rome. We've lost several men on this this ladder as it went in, but that's all right. We can live with that. They're capturing the gateway now, so my cavalry will soon be up. We're going to get these guys to form up down below. We get my Praetorians here. Once the cavalry gets in, we'll swoop round and just smash into the flanks of the enemy here. And hopefully that will win us the battle and win the day. Praetorians already carving a path into the enemy here. They're pushing.
We have captured a tower.
Roman steel and glory. Going to get down on the floor with the rest of my Praetorians, hopefully. Start doing some damage, but they're carving a path around the gateway. The rest of my army's probably not going to be able to get in. That will be alright. We're going to have them outside just in case. At the moment I get my cavalry in, it is... they're dead, basically. Praetorians are... oh no, why are these guys taking so long? Oh, we're just going to come through the gate with them now. Okay. Being lazy. We'll capture this area with the Praetorians here. It's all about the cavalry now, getting their charges right. Once again, we return to the Eternal City. It's time to free it from tyranny. Send all my troops over here. Over at the gates, I've now got my Praetorians definitely mixed into the combat. It is a full-on melee flurry going on in here. They're pushing in from that side, and actually they've managed to... I think they've done something quite clever. They managed to push themselves in between the enemy. Now, that might be silly because you're going to be flanked, but the units are working kind of together to fight on both sides to kind of put a wedge between the forces, drive them apart, and weaken them so they can hold the centre and then claim the gateway. Taking reasonable losses, but I think they're doing alright. I think they're doing good. They've held that centre point, and then they can now, because of their strength as units, they can now push out. In comes the cavalry, though. They are in, flooding in. And my Praetorians are in as well. We are once again inside Rome. Excuse me. Right, we're going to pull the cavalry over here. We're ignoring these guys which are shattered and running, but we have gained a victory. The enemy has just broken, and the gates have opened as they flee. Again, end the battle there. Decisive victory. That will see the death of them. So, majority of my losses there gained from the enemy towers shooting me as I came in. We only lost 143. They can be replenished pretty much in a turn. My Praetorians there, 599 and 405, killing the majority of the enemy there. And cavalry then picking off a few of the enemy. I don't know how my Velite's got some kills. Really don't. Unless it's working out how many were killed at the end of the battle as well, you know, if they did an automatic clean-up. It doesn't really matter because well, I will take Rome now, because that is their garrison down. And from there I definitely have a position of power now to stop these rebels. Right in the neck. They're down. Be gone. Rome is mine. And I will occupy Rome. Roma recaptured. Oh, that is not his day. We've recaptured Rome. Down with the Senate. We've recaptured it. We get a little bit of war feather. Capital recaptured. We still need to put down these rebels, though.
We hunger for battle.
Because the war is not over yet. They have retaken Rome. There is still much to do. And Rome must be restored to its glory. Which is not right. We haven't really expanded it much at all. So, the Loyalist forces remain down here. They have but two territories. Neapolis in the south, and Arminium up here, and I can probably send my agents out to hinder them, which I will do momentarily. This force will be replenished and then sent out again to attack them. In fact, I could raise yet another force here to attack with. But right now, I think I'm alright. I'm not gonna push it too much, considering I'm building another army up here, which will be done in 4 turns now. But that will add to it all, and in fact, I need to recruit another unit of Equites in there, which will take it to 5 turns. These guys are going to be ready in 2, and then they can attack this army, which is gone for the defensive. This army here, I'm going to leave it in Rome probably quite a little while. Because we need to watch out what these guys do. They could well push north to Batavium. Got to watch what they do and then move this army accordingly. So we're going to try and military subversion. We're going to try and do a show of force on them. Then we're just going to try and hit them with my spies as much as possible. Here we go. There's more armies have shown up here. So this is where the majority of the Senate forces are now. It's show of force. They will crumble at our might. He has gone up a level. And we'll give you Paragon ability. With my spy here, we're going to try and stop this army in the north. Military sabotage. Wreck the baggage train. Let's poison provisions. Or let's try to at least. Do the same over with this one. It's failed there, but our agents have been exposed. This one, bring yourself round. Military sabotage, poison, provisions. My good scout, please. Successful, nice. Poison them, reduce their number.
My skills know few bounds.
And she's gained a level 2. Everybody gets rewarded, and there we go, authority. So now it's all left to do. Well, actually, I can move this army up in northern Gaul. They're sending some troops towards me. We're going to put myself into normal stance and keep attacking. I will be able to attack next turn, but there's nobody there. They're going to spawn 12 units. Should be able to bring them down quite nicely. That's going to draw some of these armies, some of these guys out, which is fine. If they do come towards here, I can quickly rally an army or something like that. We shall see. This army coming together nicely. That's all good. Carthage, how are you? You're fine. Good. Carthage can be expanded soon. Brundisium, we are holding out. Now, -4 food. Dang. Minus lots of food. Auxiliary barracks. And the gladiator school, as much as I want to upgrade that for public order, is going to lose me so much food. So I need to build more of these yellow buildings, but delicatessens. That's what I need to do next. Right. They're there. I think all I can do is end turn. I don't really need to build anything. Oh, I've not issued an edict in one of my provinces. Okay. Didn't realise I had one to issue. But here we go. Commercial stimulus. We're going to go for bread and games because we need the public order boost here. And extra food is always good. So we're going to end the turn there. Not spending any of that money just because at the moment I need to secure all the regions I've lost to see what the impact on my food's going to be, and then I need to start upgrading cities with more food to prevent another food shortage like we had previously. They're pulling their troops round a little bit. They're pushing north and falling out to the south and the east. Does mean Arminium is open, but it means that my army at Valithari is probably going to have to push north and take on those sort of 2 half-stack armies if they can. The one going towards Batavium, unless I'm extremely unlucky, I don't know. It depends what troops they've got. I may well be able to take them out with a garrison force. And the Gaelic Confederacy is pushing south towards Cinnabon with a reasonable-sized army. We'll have to keep an eye on that. May have to bring my army back, but we'll take an army for an army.
A token, perhaps a modest gift of coin, would have my people see you in a new light.
Hell no. If you want a non-aggression pact, you can take that. Hell no. I'm not offering you any money. Screw off. I don't need you, barbarian ninny.
My people can only dream of wealth like yours. Can you not spare some for us?
No, I can't. I have no reason to treat with you, barbarian. I would sooner crush you, eventually, when I have regained all of my homeland as such. But ignore that. I'm just being a douche on purpose. Because I want to show strength, not weakness. Hidden agent exposed. Oh no. Mission has been issued. Defender of Roma. Attack them before it's destroyed. The following army in battle will get 500 gold and inspired endeavours. I do like how these missions spawn. Oh, good, that's because I'm going to attack these guys soon. They have larger armies. It's not just 20 stacks. It's 16 and 16s. Okay, I might have to let them try and come toward me, or try and pick one off on their own, because then I can bring them down easier. Massalar has that public forum being built, and we're going to build a delicatessen here. We're doing that. I can bring this army along in 3 turns time, and may drop that extra Equites unit and hire something. Can we hire? I don't know, something. Just so I can get them along to try and defend Genoa and stop them pushing that far east. That's going to be in 3 more turns time before I can do that. The armies in the south, they are still defensive stance. I'm just going to let these guys keep building up, and then I'll attack when I'm completely strong again. These guys can hold here, that's fine. We don't need to push out there. We'll hold Rome. Well, the thing is, this army could come down and take Rome, or I could push in and take Neapolis. I'm not sure if I have enough to take Neapolis and Rome as well, and then get back to Rome as such. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to wait till next time. We'll see what you guys recommend in the comments. But anyway, that's where I'm going to wrap up this part for now. I do hope you enjoyed this 1 hour special. We've retaken Rome. I think I can deal with the rest of the Senate rebels, or rather loyalists, rather well, rather easily next time. So yeah, be sure to tune in Friday, where you'll see continuation of this campaign. As always, hope you enjoyed. Please do remember to comment, rate, subscribe. Ciao for now.